Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with ball, and it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And for the Knicks, Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. Toppin is out there with Robinson, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now here's Bledsoe. Ingram outside, and it's Ball in the corner. Clock at 6. Back to Ingram, or the 3, buries it from 3-point range.
And getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous, as Brandon Ingram knocks down 3.
Payton passes to Toppin. Barrett with the ball. Pass to Knox. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Williamson. Ingram wide open, and again New Orleans with the triple.
A smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Barrett against Ball. Here's Robinson, and Adams sends it back, and he's able to get it back, and he gets it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another. No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now, here's Barrett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Bones, when you look at R.J. Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the 3-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for
2
one.
shots.
And that one falls for Barrett.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft. RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. You know, Greg asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his 1 season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Barrett, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Payton dishes to Barrett. Robinson kicks to Payton. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, throw it anywhere you want. Mitchell Robinson knows what to do.
To the middle, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Robinson with it, now guarded by Ball. Poked away. Barrett finds Robinson. Here's Payton, and Adams sends it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Fires, high post. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Bullock. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Ntilikina. From down in the low post, it goes.
Good patience on the pick and roll that time as Ntilikina taking what it is that he saw.
Bledsoe outside. .158 left in the first quarter. Adams, the pass to Bledsoe. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. New Orleans moving it around. Goes up again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Burks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
A nice shot by Melly.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Such a wide open look.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Hayes. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pelicans shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Knicks trail by 13. Down low, there's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Well, he's a pass-first point guard. Ntilikina with a nice play there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Redick for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Outside, Redick. That 3 off the mark. And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action after this word. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. Carter's out there with Hayes. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Hernan Gomez. The first free throw is good. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Here's Ntilikina. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Noel.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And Bones, he's got a 7-foot wingspan. Certainly the defensive potential is there for Frank Ntilikina.
Well, the questions have always been about the other end and whether or not Frank can find a way to score more efficiently on a nightly basis. Still young and still some room to grow.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Payton in for Ntilikina. Robinson passes to Knox. Robinson against Hernan Gomez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Barrett hanging tough on that play. He gets the shot off, and he just stuck to the play.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Well, RJ, another one of those players who grew up around basketball, as his dad, Rowan, played overseas for the early part of RJ's life, and that introduced him to the game.
He hits the second from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Pelicans leading by 8. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Hart. Hernan Gomez passes to Ingram. for Barrett, and that one's good. Ingram. 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
That jumper right there, pretty pure from B.I. Sized up to D and just took it.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Kept alive.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
Well, Bledsoe at that size, being able to get up onto the rim, that is impressive stuff.
Bledsoe against Payton. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. Payton's got his first points in this one.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Passes to Williamson. Here's Ingram. Up again, and staying with the play, Ingram. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Barrett dishes to Payton. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
Hart, that's good. Hart's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And here comes the break. Here's Williamson. Oh, he jams it right over Mitchell Robinson. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. And the pass to Robinson. He kicks to Burks. Offline with his 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The dish to Bullock. Out to Payton. The shot, no good. Good D by Williamson.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Now here's Payton.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Toppin. Now Burks, 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Toppin can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Melly. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. From deep. Bullock with the rebound. Inside, and they get it. Toppin can't get it to go. From deep 3-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New Orleans. with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Nerlens, you guys have...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a... The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He ended up with 24 points. Certain guys give their teams a lot more than the box score would indicate. Shaq, Steven Adams is one of those cats.
Yeah, he's an anchor for you on the board, set brutal screens. He's your enforcer.
Yep, he's willing to do the dirty work, and that's what most guys aren't. Adams sacrifices his body, and I just love the way he sprints that floor.
Let's send it over to Kevin Harlan for the second half. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Barrett Knox are the wingmen. Mitchell Robinson out there with Toppin. And it's Payton in at the point. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Now, here is Robinson. Barrett misses off the right iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play, he did so.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
Yeah, I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
He misses the free throw.
I think Lonzo is doing a better job at this stage of taking his game just a lot more serious than when he came into the league.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
They grab their own miss. And close in the shot, even with the foul. Now the two free throws.
Mitchell Robinson is one of the best finishers that you have down low in the NBA.
And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position?
No good on the free throw. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Good on the second free throw. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Now, this is the kind of play you want out of R.J. Barrett, just hustle plays.
Pelicans leading by 15. It's taken away by Payton. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And Payton throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now here's Payton. And the dunk by Payton.
Good slice and dice from Payton there in the lane, finding room.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
For the Knicks, Noel's checked in for Robinson. Randall comes in for Toppin. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Payton. And Redick now atop the key. Back to Hart. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Now, here's Barrett. He's covered closely. The shot, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Adams outside. Redick surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. A floater. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Knox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Sign of maturation here as Knox showing ways in which he can draw fouls.
The Knicks have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Kevin Knox's father played professional football when Kevin was growing up. That may be where he gets some of his toughness from.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Steven Adams. And so he makes both from the line. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now, here's Redick. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Dishes it to Hayes. Back to Redick. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Throws it up high, and slam dunk by Noel.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Redick. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the third. Barrett finds Randall. Back to Barrett. No good on the triple.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The pass to Knox. Noel with it. 10 points for him. Now the feed to Barrett. A shot missing. Great D that time from Reddick.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
1:41 left in the third. Barrett. The shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Pass to Gomez. And the jumper from down low is good. Gomez has got 4 points in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel. Reggie Bullock comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ntilikina. 1:10 left here in the third quarter. And here is Payton. 6 points for him. It's good. Payton's got 8 points.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Ball finds Ingram. To the paint. Here's Melly. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Brandon Ingram at that size able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Pass to Randall. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Toppin, he's checked in for Randall. And the Pelicans also making a change. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for J.J. Redick. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Here's Robinson, and the shot goes down. He's got 5.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
Bledsoe kicks the ball. And that one's good, Williamson.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And now the Pelicans on the break. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
You see right there, that is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a sixth sense for when to dish it.
Here's Barrett. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So it's the Pelicans now. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Over Barrett. And it's Williamson missing. Knicks trail by 20. Payton kicks to Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Now Bullock. Passes it to Toppin. Just 4 to shoot. Over Williamson. The Knicks rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of big men in this league who don't realize that Mitchell Robinson has that kind of quickness. They end up fouling him quite a bit.
Shooting from the court, Mitchell Robinson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Knox, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. He's perfect from the line this time.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Now, here's Ball. Williamson in the post. Shoots over Toppin. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Floats one. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Adams. And now the Pelicans on the break. Williamson with the ball.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. The pass to Robinson. Kicks it to Payton. Here's Toppin. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ingram with room to shoot. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Williamson, the pass to Bledsoe. Williamson looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. The offensive rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Barrett. Looking to end his cold spell, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, inside, Barrett fighting twice as hard, working through that contact and trying to get a shot off.
RJ Barrett at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Pelicans leading by 22. And Robinson comes to help. Adams wide open from outside off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Robinson misses.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Randall's checked in for New York. And the Pelicans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Ball. And that one falls for Ingram. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Now here's Bledsoe after R.J. Barrett's miss. Ingram against Payton. Ingram passes to Williamson. It's rebounded by New York. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Payton. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Randall against Bledsoe. Robinson with the block. Here's Knox. Up top, Barrett. Pass to Payton. Now here's Randall. Some nice passing by New York here. And Adams sends it back. Bledsoe against Payton. Out to Ingram. Back to Bledsoe. Over in the corner, Williamson. Randall grabs the board.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Payton. Lobbed up there for Robinson. It's stolen by Adams.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steven Adams.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And here's Randall after J.J. Redick hitting the three.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, the defense coming at Zion's shot hard right there, but he's smart, and he plays into it, getting the personal.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Just wondering for Zion Williamson and his game, just how much more of it we're going to see in terms of his potential in the next couple of years.
And both free throws good for Williamson. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. He kicks to Rivers. Can they get it? And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And New Orleans gets called for the foul.
So he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
First one falls for him. Rivers hits both of them. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.